Today's topic is how to teach the meaning of the and a. And in some languages, there are no articles like the or a. So English teachers have to teach how to use these articles, definite article and indefinite article. First, let me tell you what is definite and what is indefinite. Okay, let me explain the basic meanings of indefiniteness and definiteness. First, indefiniteness. You usually use the indefinite article a when you are introducing a particular thing or person into a conversation or a text for the first time. And you cannot assume that your listener or reader knows which particular thing you are talking about. So this is a kind of definition of indefinite article. And what about definiteness? Basically, you use the when you think your listener or reader will be able to identify the thing you are referring to, whether or not it has been explicitly referred to before. So when you use the, you imply your listener or reader that you are referring to an identifiable thing, person, or group. That's the definition of definiteness. So the distinction of definite and indefinite, or the use of the or a, is the speaker or writer's judgment of the listener or reader's knowledge of the thing referred to. Let me write down this one. So definite or indefinite. This is a speaker, this is a speaker, and this is a listener. If speaker judge the listener knows the thing referred to, speaker judge the listener's knowledge of the thing referred to. So if the speaker think the listener knows the thing, the speaker use the. And if the speaker think the listener doesn't know about the thing, the speaker use a or an. Or if the thing is plural, use nothing. Okay, I'm gonna summarize the usage of the definite and indefinite article. Suppose there is a thing, singular or plural. And if this is definite, you use the. And if this is indefinite, you use a or an or use nothing, zero. So this is very simple, and a teacher can teach the use of the, or a, and nothing very easily. However, this is not the whole picture. This is just a part of whole picture or half of whole picture. So let me explain. Some things reference could be generic or specific. And here, what I mean by generic is something like this. Cats can jump high. If I say cats can jump high, this reference is generic because I mean cats in general. On the other hand, if I say a cat a cat jumped high. If I say a cat jumped high, this reference is specific because I'm not talking about cats in general, but a particular cat, what I'm talking about. So this is specific. And this is only or generally talk about specific things. So, and English teachers forget or often forget or don't mention generic things, but they should teach students generic, what is generic and how to express generic things. That's what I am going to talk about now. So there are two types of reference. One is generic, the other is specific, and I'm going to explain generic reference. So there is an example sentence. Okay, if we say a lion and two tigers are sleeping in the cage, the reference, this one, the reference is specific, since we have in mind specific specimens of the class tiger. And another sentence. On the other hand, we say tigers are dangerous animals. The reference is generic. This reference is generic since we are thinking of the class tiger without special reference to specific tigers. Okay, now let me give you another example from by the way, this is examples from Quirk et al. 1972 and Berry 1993 gives other examples. The Russians are no less perceptive. Here, the Russians, if you're referring to a whole class or a species of something, we call this generic reference. In the example sentence, Russians. Here we mean Russians in general. And another example, the Russians stood on their chair to get a better view. On the other hand, specific reference, where you are specifically referring to a particular thing in here, particular Russians, person group, as in the example, we call this specific one. So this phrase, the Russians, generic, and this phrase, the Russians, is specific, but both have the same form. The Russians. So it's kind of difficult to figure out whether the reference is generic or specific, since the form is the same.